I'm glad the mic has been lowered from Willie. I met him for the first time this evening, and he was seated, and I was standing. We were eye to eye. I can't help but find myself in awe of all of the people with whom my picture appears, well, when it appeared with others. These are people who have truly done wonderful things in the arts. Debbie Reynolds, Carol Channing, Willie Harris, Lance Burton, Matthew Gray Googler. All are accomplished artists, and I am very grateful to be sharing the evening with them, in awe of them. I learned a valuable lesson many years ago about being in awe. The Kingston Trio was performing a concert in Durham, North Carolina, with the Durham Symphony Orchestra. And right before the show, a guy appeared at the door of our dressing room, and he was the then governor of North Carolina, Governor Jim Martin. And he walked in, and it was apparent that he was a very big fan of the Kingston Trio, and in particular, a very big fan of Mr. Bob Shane. Bob Shane is the man that you remember with that incredible voice that sings Scotch and Soda, Tom Dooley, Where Have All the Flowers Gone? And Bob was seated there with a guitar in one hand, guitar pick in the other hand, cigarette in the other hand. And Governor Jim Martin walked up to him and said, "Mr. Shane?" Bob said, "Yep." He said, "You know, I am deeply honored to be here and to meet you this evening." And Bob said, "Yep." Governor Martin said, "There are three things I've always wanted to do in my life. Number one was to become governor of North Carolina, and I am. Number two was to be able to direct a symphony orchestra playing John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever, and I'll be doing that tonight. And number three is to sing a song on stage with the Kingston Trio." You knew right away this was a request. Without batting an eye, Bob Shane looked up at him and he said, "Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad." That's my Bob. Throughout my entertainment career, I've met a lot of people in the business, many of whom would not give me the time of day. Many others would give me their watch. And I must tell you that Carol Channing is one of the most wonderful, incredible, gracious people that I met. In around 2000, the Kingston Trio was performing at New York City's 92nd Street Y. It was a charitable event. And some of the others on the stage that evening were Mayor Ed Koch singing with the former governor, Mario Cuomo. It was not a pretty sight. Played very well, though. Also there were the Granari String Quartet, jazz guitarists Bucky and John Pizzarelli, the Kingston Trio, and the ever beautiful Carol Channing. And I got up the nerve to go meet Miss Channing, and I went back to her several times during the night. The concert was about 3 hours long, and every time I went back to speak with her, she remembered not just my face and who I was and who I was with, she remembered my name. And it was just just a small act of kindness. It was so simple, but it was so caring and so impressionable.